channel. So today I'm finally filming my winged eyeliner tutorial. This is probably the most requested video that I get here on YouTube, that and an eyebrow tutorial. And I really wanted to do an eyebrow tutorial today, but I cannot do it on camera. It's so weird. I literally never do my eyebrows on camera in my tutorials because I just can't do it. I keep getting out of the angles and it's just a big mess. So I decided to film my winged eyeliner tutorial today. So if you aren't already, then please subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me, and thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. And if you want to know how I do my winged eyeliner, then just keep watching. Okay, so now that we're all up close and personal, the first thing that you're going to need is an eyeliner, and I personally like to use gel eyeliners. I feel like they can be a little bit easier to do winged eyeliner. My favorite one to use is the Maybelline Studio Gel Eyeliner in the shade Blackest Black. I love this one because it's drugstore, so it's very affordable and it's super black. You can use any gel eyeliner. Sigma has a really good one. Inglot has a really good one too. I love that one. And then the second thing that you're going to need is a brush. Now my favorite brush to use is the Sigma E06 brush. This is so good for doing winged eyeliners because it is so small and it has that very tiny precise tip on it. If I compare it to my pinky nail, like that's how small it is, and it just works so good. So I would definitely recommend splurging on getting this brush because it has just made a huge difference in my eyeliner routine. So now we're gonna start with the actual eyeliner, and the first thing I'm gonna do is just dip my brush into my gel eyeliner a couple of times and then wipe off the extra on the side of the pot. And then I'll go in with my brush, and then I'll take my hand and I literally just do one little swipe just to get any of that extra product off the brush, because you never want to go in with too much product because it's going to be way harder to take away product than to add product. Now we can go in and actually start doing the eyeliner. So I normally will just start on the very inner corner, and then I just kind of draw like a little line above where my lash line is just to start out. So I literally just follow the exact curve of my lash line or my eyelid. I don't want to make it any more like pointy or rounded or anything like that. I just follow the exact line. I just go a little bit above, and then I'll just go in and fill that in. And when you do this, you always want to look straight ahead because you don't want to be looking too far down like this, otherwise it could be a little bit lumpy, and you don't want to be looking like on the side or anything. You want to look straight ahead. Now I'm going to move on to the actual wing part. What you're going to want to do is figure out where the wing should be pointed. So what I like to do is line my brush up with the side of my nostril, and then I follow it with the curve of my lower lash line. So it should be pointing about the same exact way, and then I always take the brush to the tail of my eyebrow. That just gives you kind of a guide of where to point your eyeliner. So I always start with the very tip of my eyeliner brush pointed in towards the corner of my eye. When you're flicking towards the end of the eyeliner, you don't want it to be like one heavy line. So I'm using different pressures on my hand. So I'm going a little bit harder closer here, and then as my brush moves out, I flick at the end of it, and I just use a very light pressure. If you want, you can practice on the back of your hand. You can just draw a little line, so like harder pressure and then flick. That was a really bad line, but you know what I mean. More pressure and then flick, more pressure, flick. So I think you guys know what I mean. So you just want to put the least amount of pressure that you possibly can towards the flick of the eyeliner because you don't want it to be like a blunt line. You want it to be very tapered towards the end. Okay, so now that we have that line on, I'm going to go back again with my brush, and for this part, I'm going to be looking sideways at my mirror. So I'm holding my mirror like this. Why I'm doing this is because I have this fold right here in my eyelid, and I can't do my winged eyeliner normally how other people do. So normally people can do them more like angled upwards. I can't do that because if I do put my eyeliner into that crease, then when I look up like this, then my wing is going to completely fold in. So I always have to look to the side when I do this just to make sure that I'm not overlapping that crease right there. I start right about here, and then I just go right underneath that crease right there, and then connect it to the line that's on top of my lid. So I really hope that made sense to you guys, how I have to go like underneath that crease right there. If you don't have that crease right there, then this will be much easier for you and you won't have to worry about that. I'm just gonna start filling that in. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look down. So you see how there's a little bit of a divot right there? I don't want that divot right there. I want it to be a completely smooth, straight line. I'm gonna draw a line from right here and just kind of smooth out that line until the very center of my lid. Okay, so this is about what I like it to look like. And then I'll just go in and I'll just kind of touch up anywhere that I want it to be like a different shape. So I do kind of want it to be a little bit longer. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more eyeliner and just kind of extend the very tip of my wing. Okay, Okay, and then after I'm done with that, I always have to go over my gel liner with a liquid eyeliner. You can obviously skip this step, but I feel like it just makes it look super intense black, very velvet looking. So I take my Sephora Long Lasting Liquid Eyeliner in the shade 01 Black, and this eyeliner dries down to the mattest finish that I've ever seen in an eyeliner. It's crazy. I love it so much. And then I'm literally just gonna go right over that gel eyeliner that I just put on and just kind of make that a lot more black and intense and sharper. And that Maybelline eyeliner is super black already, so this over top of it just makes it insane. It's totally unnecessary if you don't want to layer them, but I always just feel like layering eyeliners just looks so good. So now anyways, there's one more thing that I do, and I don't normally have to do this a lot, but if you do mess up, taking a concealer really helps a lot. Take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Concealer. I use the shade 0.75. This one is a little bit too light for me right now, but that's okay. We can still make it work. And I take a very small, dense concealer brush. This is the BH Cosmetics number 142 brush, and then I'll go right underneath my wing and clean that up. It makes it look a lot sharper and a lot cleaner. I really don't think that I need to do it right now, but I'm just gonna do it just to show you guys what you can do if you did mess up a little bit. And then I just take that concealer and I'll start dragging it down to kind of blend that into my foundation, because that shade was just a little too light for my skin right now. Okay, so as you guys can see now with that concealer underneath the wing, to clean it up, it really made it like super, super sharp and very tapered towards the edge of it. So using concealer is a great trick to use if you do happen to mess up, or if you just want your wing to be a little bit more extended and pointy towards the end. It really helps a lot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other eye quick, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so that completes this video. I really hope you guys liked this tutorial. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.